Hello everybody, welcome to a Sunday video. This one is going over Alliance Wars and Alliance Quest based improvements that were announced from the Kabam stream on Friday. Exciting times. So was there anything major? As I just realised my light, put my other light, I've got to be well lit on both sides. No, that's weird. But look, we got to get right down to business and start off with the main thing that's been changed. So one of the biggest improvements is the Glory Store. Now, it's always debatable about these things, whether or not they get a thumbs up from the community or a thumbs down from the community. I look at it and go like, I'm pretty happy with it. I gotta be honest, was I expecting something that was gonna break my mind? No. Was I expecting to be disappointed? Possibly. I think that's the thing. Always expect to be disappointed, and everything that comes out will be a lot better. Looking at what's down here and what you've got, I tell you what I was hoping for: a higher volume of tier 5 basics. That was something that I was kind of looking forward to seeing. Didn't see, but you can't have everything with this one because I've got a problem when it comes to tier 2 alpha. No, a problem when it comes to tier 5 basics, not a problem when it comes to tier 2 alpha. There's also rarer things when it comes to relics. Kabam are still kind of emphasizing relics for everybody. And I think one thing is catching up. The one thing that I didn't put in my relics video when I covered this is that I think that Kabam have stopped doing relics mainly because everybody hasn't got all of the rarities, and Kabam want you to catch up with getting more relic based items. If you're not getting the shards, you're not getting relics. If you're not getting the relics, then you're not able to kind of like, I don't know, like continue on. Like if, for example, if people aren't kind of progressing like through battlegrounds and they're kind of like, they're not picking up shards, and they're not getting relic shards to get relics and then kind of acquire, like add them, equip them, and so forth. Maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong. Tier 6 class ISO, that's a weird one. That's there at a cost. And I think, is there like a lower cost now for tier 6 class catalyst, which is great. That's good. Glad to see that. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I'm such a silly arse. Somebody put shout out to the person that well, VRat actually put this in our Discord. Where is the image? Now we're not quite sure where this image comes from. You think I would be prepared for these things? Now I have it on screen. I've probably cut it so it kind of like looks like that. This is really interesting. We don't know who this is from. This is floating around a few Discords. Of course, this is in the RichTheMan Discord. A link to my Discord in the link in the description. We've got a community of nearly 5,000 members, so come and be part of it. We've got different rooms, different things, and I've got to do more work on it next weekend, which I've been doing little bits of work here and there, but you know, it's just trying to get the time at the moment to do it. But what have we got here? So we've got information of the increase. So there is more tier 6 basic catalyst that's been on offer to players, so it's increased, which you can see compared with in-game there. And then obviously on screen there's a rise of 5 to 15%. Purchase limit is now increased to from 5 to 10. Of course, this is for Paragon. If you're lower, then sorry. Obviously for me, I'm trying to like, you know, have a look at what's the most spiciest. Something that's going to reflect mine. Starting cost has gone down to 240. Which is great, by the way. This is kind of major for tier 6 basic, but you know, the narrative and the meta has changed, so players like myself and many others are looking for rank 4s. Tier 5 basic obviously is the thing that's kind of not changed, but the price has changed. So I didn't notice that. So I guess that's kind of good. The price has changed. The problem is you might want more volume. So I don't know why it's not a fully formed tier 5 basic compared with the fact that we've got a fully formed tier 2 alpha. So I kind of think that's a bit strange, but you know, stranger things have happened with MCOC. There's obviously lower rank up materials in order to rank up. Of course, when it comes to tier 3 alpha, there's seen an improvement with that, which rises to 15% of quantity and has been reduced as well, as you can see in game right there, down to 240 as well. So that's kind of like, that's good with that, seeing that specific change. And again, going down, tier 5 class catalyst selector from 5% now at 25%. Is that right? Or is it getting confused with a tier 6 class catalyst? No. The tier 6 CC, let's cover that first. Tier 6 CC purchase limit is now up to 10 and it's cost of 330. Apparently this wasn't in there. I thought it was. It's weird, isn't it? Like you just kind of go through stuff and you're like, was this in there? Like, what was this? Oh, there it is. Sorry. The tier 5 CC is there. It's a 25% one now at a cost of 240. That's good to see. Yeah, brilliant. That is better. As I said, there's only a couple things that kind of like irk me, and it's like the tier 5 basic side of things. And I guess to a degree, it's the rank 4 6-star materials, especially, you know, being non-spending. You want to be able to compete with others, and it's tough to do. Weird additions is that the, what is it, Celestial Alloy. It's very much a case of we're pushing rank up tiers with Relics, which I think is good in some ways because they're going to put a video out. I think it's going to be my final video of today, Sunday, which is going to go Kabam's massive depreciation on stuff. So the price for everything, and the availability, the price has gone down, but the availability has gone up. We talk about depreciation all the time. People have said in fact, and you can't say depreciation because it's not like it's a car. Well, it's not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying like, you know, this game is exactly equivalent to a car. Yes, it is a game, but the fact is things go down. That's another word. Like, yeah, if instead of me saying depreciation, I could say things go down, and people will go, all right, okay. But we need a fancy word. We always need a fancy word to kind of like describe stuff. So that's what I do. Any case, yeah, I guess it's good in some ways to see some stuff with relics things. It's good to see more spicier ember. That's something I've always been kind of like find it very weird that I'd like to get my relics up further ranked and stuff like that. Just for the point of using them. They're in the game. They're not going away. So I guess I've got to use them. And that's not really a kind of good habit to say that ways. But look, you know, roll with the punches, you know. Am I going to roll with the punches with everyone's fighting bare-knuckled and I've got 10-ounce gloves just trying to do some damage? So, no, I'm going to go bare-knuckle as well. So let's do this thing. But yeah, that's a good way of describing it. But yeah, that's really it. We've got to move on to other things to cover because it's not just about the Glory Store. I thought I'd just do like a quick, you know, go over what's changed, how it's depreciated, how it's appreciated, especially when it comes to Paragon. So one big thing that came out from the update is, or the information from the live stream of the update, which you can check out on Twitch, is that there's a 4-day AQ week. You can select which days you want and remove map tickets. This is probably the biggest thing. It's great to kind of know now you can start using your resources for actual things and not have it just something like, oh, you've got to spend on tickets in order to give yourself access to this. So I am really, really happy about this. It's one of the great things about the Alliance Quest update. But I think one of the main things that I was really excited about is the loyalty store. Now, in-game, for some reason, the loyalty store is not there. I'm a bit worried. Oh no. This isn't good. All my stores are gone. All my stores just went then. That's, we all saw that. I'm not making it up. Oh, phew, it's back. Terrible when that happens. So one of the main things that Kabam did say out of all this is that there's going to be exclusive artifact and loyalty crystals. Obviously, the artifacts is mainly for like incursions, but loyalty crystals, there's going to be something spicy within it, and it's more novelty for champ acquisition. So what bad champions you're going to see in this, quite possibly. So yeah, save your loyalty. Loyalty is going to be very important. I've got 1.3 mil, and it's like I ain't going to spend that now. I'm keeping that loyalty for when we hit whatever this is, because I get the feeling I'm going to need a metric buck ton of loyalty. But there also is a little bit of disappointment with it because it forces a narrative. And that particular narrative is going to be an issue for a lot of players, especially when you're higher up in the Alliance Wars and you're using things like loyalty for boosts and for revives and health potions. That causes an issue to you. So this could be a bit of an implication to this one. Will we in some cases see something like a 7-star Unstoppable Colossus? I don't know, but let's face it, I hope they do something better with the pricing situation, because that's a lot of loyalty to find. And as well, we haven't really had, and the disappointing thing going into this is we haven't had a Alliance Wars off-season to gain a lot more loyalty. So that's kind of annoying, isn't it? There's also going to be at some point, I think it was said, 7-star signature stones will go into the loyalty store. Which, look, there's nothing like on the screen to say that, but if you watch back the live stream, the gentleman to the right, which I thought he said that John, said that there is going to be a those added in. So go and watch the live stream But I definitely kind of like heard that from that. There is some other stuff that's happening, and that is something that is really exciting. Is there's going to be Alliance War season buff to rewards, so that's great. It's great to see that we're going to be having a buff to Alliance Wars season rewards, which that's going to start with season 44, which is, I think, this season coming up. So we're doing the off season at the moment, and then we're going into the season. So yeah, like, great. I think a lot of people would have liked to have seen some more rewards improvements. So that's great. I think that really covers it when it comes to stuff. Except for, and one of the weird things is that there's going to be relic shards in Alliance Wars rewards, season rewards. So that's kind of odd. But look, they're pretty much becoming everywhere at the moment. And again, this is the thing where I think Kabam want you to get more versions of relics, or get more of them. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put them out. It's just weird that they're kind of giving them out like willy-nilly, so to speak. Like, I need to kind of like have a look at like my unowned. Like, how many unowned do I have? Well, I've got like 4 unowned on there. I've got a lot. I should have a lot more. I know. Why is it saying like that? I should have a lot more unowned at 6-star. That's weird. Maybe it's just bugged. But yeah, I've got a lot of unowned relics. So maybe Kabam want us all to get more relics, possibly. And that's really it. A lot of changes for the Alliance, the AQ and the AW side of things. Hopefully this video helped in kind of putting you in a picture of what was announced. All of that and more. And yeah, check out some other content located on screen, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye for now.